protect us both.
Do not be afraid, Fasnu. Let me feel the power of your Phuong. Ah, yes, Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, what would you ask of me? Ah, you would not come all this way for Tin. Alduin Comate Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Phuong you seek. Cruz, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Phuong? Cruz, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? A fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Cruz, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name throat of the world? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravakstruma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknuzny Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jaw do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwalan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Crosis. No, I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Return it here to the Tid Achran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Achran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun, the Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master: Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue, but as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Vomindok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihon, they would not listen. Yes, there were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin's Thur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us, ni Ov. Their inner counsels were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol? Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit, Unslad Z. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you, Sum Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength. I cannot tell you. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol? In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your Sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare? Dremyolok, greetings. Sum Ark Mora.
Mara, protect us both. I'm ready. Let's continue.
So, you spoke to Father. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon wren to shout? So be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, Such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek. Perhaps not. But this shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. Breath and focus.
Ancano is exactly why we're so restrictive about access to the college. We'd all have perished if it weren't for you.
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. Would be nice.
Nasty business with that Ancano fellow. Pity that I was unable to assist, but I was otherwise occupied. If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
I'm not one for commendations, but I might have lost everything that matters, so thanks. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy? I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses, and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad. Ah, you think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. All right then. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand. I don't care if you wrote it yourself. If you want a book from here, you go through me. Aye, that's the work of Septimus Signus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
sure you've made note of who's been the most helpful during your time here, Archmage.
Mara, protect us both. I'm ready. Let's continue.
May I just say it's a pleasure to have you leading the college, really. If there's ever any way I can assist you, please let me know.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
The College of Winterhold is an amazing sight. I've never set foot on the grounds, but always wanted to.
Heard.
Forming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Richmond.
Considered up myself.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and crime.
Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths. Elder Scrolls, indeed. The Empire. They absconded with them.
Not for the wealth.
So they think. The ones they
just
saw.
being able to carry Mara's
The
weight
ones
to
they
every
thought
corner
they
of
saw. I know of one. Forgotten. Sequestered. But I cannot go to it. Not poor Septimus. For I have arisen beyond its grasp. Here. Well, here as in this plain. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby. Relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby. One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return. You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer City slept, the yearning spire hidden learnings kept. Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mzark. Oftand, the point of puncture, of first entry of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock. Two things I have for you. Two shapes. One edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mzark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
I've been enjoying this journey with you. Not for the wealth we've accumulated, but just being able to carry Mara's will to every corner of Skyrim.
You look to your left, you see one way. You look to your right, you see another. But neither is any harder than the opposite. But the Elder Scrolls, they look left and right in the stream of time. The future and past are as one. Sometimes they even look up. What do they see then? What if they dive in? Then the madness begins. Ooh, an observant one. How clever to ask of Septimus. This Dwemer lockbox. Look upon it and wonder. Inside is the heart. The heart of a god. The heart of you and me. But it was hidden away. Not by the dwarves, you see. They were already gone. Someone else, unseen, unknown, found the heart, and with a flair for the ironical, used dwarven trickery to lock it away. The scroll will give the deep vision needed to open it. For not even the strongest machinations of the Dwemer can hold off the all-sight given by an Elder Scroll.
Protect us both. running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready.
What the?
Well, that would explain that. I was done talking, though. Yeah, just telling you things are great. Nothing but winning here. Unless you're talking about real life. We're back to the main quest. There is this gray bearded dragon that told me I need to football punt Alduin the dragon, the Alduini, right on into the future. And I was like, sometimes you just gotta kick the football. Bears. Chicago Bears. I mean, the only reason they call it a pigskin is because they couldn't find a dragon. Power for 3 days. Gotta get the power back. Sometimes you gotta fight the power. Was it the cold? The snowiness? Would a time machine help? I mean, it depends on which type of time machine. The first thing I would do is send a robot to go back and take a 360-degree picture. You know? That'd probably be the first thing. How would you test 9 degrees? Yeah, that's pretty tilty. I usually like to stay 180 degrees. 90 degrees. So I'm upright. 180 when I take a nap. 9 degrees, that's like just barely enough to slide off the bed. I don't think I could handle 9 degrees. Let's see, I got all this kind of stuff done. Just a bunch of odds and ends and nonsense crap running around. And none of it really has to do with the main stuff. Like, I've still got to do Thieves Guild stuff, DLC, Assassin's Guild stuff, the followers, the leaders, if that's a thing. Right now, we're doing some good old Hermes Moore stuff. More or less. There you go. Wait a minute. You said a prayer and then you got fire. What were you praying to? Oh. What are they? Freaking Elytra. It's hilarious. We cleaned this out before. And now that we're here on mission, it's all like repopulated. Ooh. I shouldn't have gave him 2 fire staffs. Then again, it sure is fun. He likes to use them. His name's Ernder.
I've never been inside a dwarven room. Yes. It's stout.
Oh no, they man. It's like, come on. Because I mean, that really is the problem with modern construction. It's like, you gotta think about the extremes.
Protect us both.
I'm not just talking about a
Running a
rain.
room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
I'm talking about that snow that blows up and sticks. I'm talking about ice dams. I'm talking about dumb people doing things. Stuff's gotta be durable, and this whole recyclable fad is doomed to blow over.
I'm ready. Let's continue.
Freaking recycling. When are we gonna go back to having one garbage can like normal people? One garbage can, that's all we need. I know, I joke, sort of. $250,000 without power. Layers of glass fused together. Oh, man, and there was some storms, huh? Just because it's so cold. See, I'm not looking so weird saying that there's, like, weather wars going on. Different countries are fighting weather. Like, we're gonna make weather. And we got all these windmills across the country for wind energy, but it's actually to blow the clouds around, and it's like a weather guard and anti-weather control system. It's an anti-weather control system. Oh yeah, there they are, fighting over it, just like they was. We was here before. Ooh, stairs. Right. Big door. Could have just put a trap door in there. Yeah, that's another thing too. Trying to blame God. That sounds like some legal BS right there. I mean, yeah. Insurance, it's like a bank, except instead of giving you the money back, they just keep it. They hang on to your money and they invest it like a holdings company. And then the bank gives it back to you. But the insurance company, they just keep it. and then they use it to pay a lawyer instead. It's a financial decision. Vercauteren. Complete bogus. Man. So your power's back on, you're staying warm, right? That had to have been a pretty rough few days. And then the worst, yeah, because you got the heater. But you gotta like cook food and stuff. And then you got your refrigerator. I guess you just put stuff outside, but it doesn't work like that with an apartment. Because when I was living down in Peoria, at the bottom of the hill, I remember having some electrical problems, and it was like I'm getting 220 in the bathroom, and it's buzzing, and it blew out my alarm clock and 2 light bulbs and my computer power supply and the power strip, that, you know, the safety strip. And when I called the landlord, which is like a company, and then there's a manager, and then the manager has the assistant manager handle the bullshit. So I get the assistant manager, you know, 3 levels of lackey. Level 3 lackey. 3rd level lackey. And I say, I'm having power problems, and I'm like, I'm afraid this is gonna start a fire. And he said, well, we'll have someone look, or no, he said, well, we put in a fire extinguisher under your sink last week, which was a thing. And I was like, a fire extinguisher? I'm not even there most of the day. And I told him, if you don't get it fixed by noon, I'm calling the fire department by 4 o'clock. And so they started looking into it, and what they did, since my refrigerator wasn't working, is they gave me the keys to an apartment, like 2 apartments over, and put all my stuff from the refrigerator and freezer in there. And then they wound up running conduit to fix the wiring. So I had like this new pull-up bar in my closet, which I don't recommend doing pull-ups on electrical conduit, but it kind of worked for me, because I play football with dragons skins and do pull-ups on electrical conduit. Oh, are you my friend? No!
I don't like the looks of this place. Not at all.
There's a very large cave. I remember cartographing this once. And since I remember it, I kind of remember how it goes. Yeah, it's a hell of a way to stay in shape, but you gotta ask what kind of shape you're staying in. Yeah, man, I have been like maxing my jack on this swing thing. That's basically all I got. Two-handed weapons do twice as much damage. So what are we up to? 103? I haven't even improved it yet. But it's charged up too. His sticks are all charged up too. Let's give him 2 fire sticks. He likes it. Oh, a human.
Never should have come here.
Debates? I don't want any of that. Be out here talking politics and stuff. Hey, I didn't tell you to do that. And if I did, I'd have quoted you a price first. Scrambled eggs on a kerosene heater. I mean, if you got the butter and the salt and pepper, gotta have that cracked pepper. It's kind of hard to do eggs raw. Scrambled eggs. I mean, they're not the best, but they're not the worst. Scramble them up all good. Dandelion.
Did you hear that? The metal on stone sound. Perhaps it was nothing.
So when you did the Ethereum stuff, you got all the Ethereum shards and stuff, what did you make? And do you use it? And if so, how often? Because I think I am using it right now. Yep. Made the crown. Figured it'd be handy for training. Oh, I remember this thing. We're supposed to cook it and cool it. Kind of like scrambled eggs. In there. Oh, fancy that. It's a big old lockbox. They're just trying to keep you safe, huh? Alright. Let's read the scroll. Was I supposed to do that?
I can't imagine what happened to the dwarves.
Made a depot of stew. Ooh, that's where I'd go eat.
Simply vanish.
Stew depot. Only took 4.5 hours. For a pot of stew. You know, the good thing is about a power outage is it means that your pull-up bar is a lot safer to use. Just throwing that and just trying to look at the upside. The pull-up side. I think I'm gonna have to go get a soda refill. Hey, there's a lot more to explore and loot down there, but I think we got the gist of it. I mean, what's more looty than an Elder Scroll? We're just gonna go straight up there? We should go around and tell people, hey, look, I got an Elder Scroll. Check it out. Oh, you made a pot of stew with the Ethereum shards. Only took 4.5 hours. But it was a good pot of stew, though. 2 standing stones. Usually where it hit the apprentice and mage stones. Equilibrium with a restoration spell. Trains restoration and alteration fast. Oh. That's a good idea. Your brain is frozen. Well, it sounds like you were cooking scrambled brains on a kerosene heater pretty easily. This is your brain on drugs. Wham, 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 wham. I remember the first version of that commercial and the second version of that commercial. This is your brain on heroin. Or whatever. I don't remember exactly what she said, but she just kind of went off. Alright, I'm gonna go off and get a refill. I'll be right back. Alright, how do I get this thing to work again? Alright. There we go. Functioning game. A playlist. I love playing.
The Kell, the Elder Scroll.
Oh, I brought it.
Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Aka. Akatos. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then, fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the time wound. Do not delay. You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatos. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then, fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the time wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Well, let's see. I was thinking there was more to this, right? Don't I have to go talk to Ashburn, or shouldn't I, or something? Oh, I've got to go back in time. Okay. This is the go back in time spot. Okay, time traveler.
Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krithwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
Glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
Battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. Four of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Oh, sorry, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. You are right.
No, not me. We'll deal with Alduin ourselves. Fear it now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Couldn't have made it a little less blurry. I mean, it is a cutscene.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
contract heard. Begone, World Eater. By birth with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. All our endings unto the last. You are banished!
Worked. You did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Supposed to smash him? Is this the end of the game already? What is he saying? Something like Old Sibylla?
These Moldova have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal. VORTEXCobraZ. You truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory.
So...
Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Mahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Vercauteren, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies,
Alright.
Yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need.
Wow, that makes sense. Dragons reaching out and then grabbing hold of... I don't know, they could have came up with a better name.
Yes, this was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Vercauteren has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since.
Alright.
Sum Arc Mora.
Let's go see what Esbern has to say. Aren't we supposed to, like, recruit people for here?
I used to dream of it. In the dream I was standing someplace high up, a tower or a mountain. It was always just before dawn. The world was in darkness. Then came the flash of light, just on the horizon, within the clouds that marked the border between worlds. It could have been lightning, but there was no thunder. In the dream, the sense of foreboding grew. But I could never wake up.
No thunder?
Then it came again, this time more distinct, closer. Definitely not lightning. Now it was orange, brilliant orange. The color of hearth and dawn. And a sound, too, distinct and indistinct. Not thunder, something else. Something I should recognize, but in the dream I cannot place it. I want to leave my high place to seek shelter from what I don't yet know. In the manner of dreams, I cannot escape. I'm forced to wait and watch.
What's he talking about?
Finally, Realization and horror arrive together. The orange is flame, heat, the sound, the roar, a challenge in their ancient town. But now it's too late for escape. The dragon is upon me, fire, darkness descending like a thunderbolt. And not just any dragon, but the dragon, Aldrin, the world eater, the dragon who devours both the living and the dead. And then I would wake up and hope that it was just a dream, but know that it was not.
What's happened? Did you find a way to learn the Dragon Wren shout?
Yep.
Esbern should be able to help. He spent his whole life poring over every old book he could find about dragons and that prophecy. He's been digging around the records the Blades left here too. But we can talk about that later.
Did you find the Elder Scroll? What happened when you took it back to the throat of the world?
I smashed him good.
He must have returned to Sovngarde to feed on the souls of the dead. If you don't find him soon, he'll return stronger than ever.
Well, what do you think we should do?
The Jarl's palace in Whiterun? Ah, yes. The old story about King Olaf's pet dragon. Ingenious.
Although it might be difficult to persuade the Jarl to allow you to use his palace as a dragon trap. I'm sure you'll manage, though. If you can defeat the World Eater, surely sweet-talking the Jarl of Whiterun isn't beyond you. I'm afraid there's a further problem, a serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is.
Yep.
All well and good, but did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant in ancient times? Responsible for terrible atrocities. It's true that his crimes are long in the past, but justice does not count the passage of years. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort.
Wait a minute, aid and comfort? I hope your comfort doesn't come with aid.
Haven't you been listening to me? All the old tales agree that
he's angry now.
Some means to travel to Sovngarde itself. There, he devours the souls of the heroic dead to feed his power. You must find his portal to Sovngarde before he returns stronger than ever.
This guy's a nut bar.
Justice can be harsh, but it is still justice. Paarthurnax deserves to die. Paarthurnax was the author of many atrocities during the Dragon War, crimes great enough to be remembered for thousands of years. True, he turned traitor to Alduin and helped overthrow the dragon cult, but that does not excuse or expiate his previous deeds. Whether or not he has truly repented or merely acted to save himself, justice demands that he pay with his life. Goodbye, then.
Well, so much for the Blades. What happened to Delphine?
Do the right thing. Paarthurnax is... My oath binds me, Dragonborn. Until Paarthurnax is dead, you aren't welcome here. Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us. Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Paarthurnax the opportunity to betray us in turn, and return to his old master. My oath binds me, Dragonborn. Until Paarthurnax is dead, you aren't welcome.
Helped make this a place. Yeah, I'm like, who could do that? No wonder they made Esbern all angry. I was probably supposed to get that dragon rend, or no, dragon bane sword before I meet with. Okay, before I get the older scroll.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
How's the ball, Scruff?
What is it that you need?
We're gonna we're gonna trap a dragon. You ready?
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can.
Well, it was built to do it.
According to legend, although I never thought to put the tale to the test, Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who later became High King. They say he shouted it into submission in single combat atop Mount Anthor, and brought it back to Whiterun. Numenex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall.
All right.
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city, with the threat of war on my doorstep?
Yeah, it's our option.
There must be another way. The risk is too great.
I'm open to ears.
Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times?
Quicksilver. Yeah, I need to figure out this smithing thing, man. I should do some research on But I'm like, I'm gonna wear things, take the potions, do the smithing. I think. We gotta stop him, dude.
I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
We're gonna get him.
I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will, but I need your help first. Ulfric
Getting
and
up from your
General
chair?
Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
Okay, what if you didn't have to worry about it?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep.
What an amazing city. I've actually never managed to visit one.
What of the Greybeards?
I always wanted to.
They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
I'll talk to him. See what he has to say.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
He looks like he's got some gas to pass. That's usually how I look when or how low I start. I don't know. There was a joke there. How low can you go when you're picking that fruit? That sounds really weird. Low-hanging fruit. The low-hanging joke. Let's see. I probably shouldn't progress with too much of the story before I have all the other things to do, right? You know what sucks is that I've burned off a lot of my skill increases. Because right now I want to get like a couple of these lock ones right on up here. Like, I keep doing the same. I need to train. That would really make a difference.
We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him?
Yeah.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
Well, now we gotta capture him.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
I need you to help stop the war.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Jarl Ball Scruff the Greater has trouble manscaping. He needs help.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Legendary skills. Pick a skill and reset it so you can keep leveling it for more perk points. In one fast travel. Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's wild. That's like some hacker level stuff, but within the game. Both sides will listen to you. You know, they got ears.
Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Okay. Let's see.
Deliver the message to the warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring them to terms.
All right then.
Sky above, voice within.
Sitting low, air beneath. Alright, so now we gotta go talk to people. We still gotta do that Windhelm mission. I'm gonna have to reset that. That's just gonna be a thing, I guess. As above, so below. Well, if you don't sit low enough.
Windhelm is absolutely freezing.
It's so good to see you again. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to reset that part.
Ulfric won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude.
Speak with Growmiez. He'll size you up and see where we can best use your talents.
Oh. Let's see. Oh yeah, did you shout at somebody for something?
Not entirely true. Though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him.
Why are you fighting war?
We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us.
You know what I do find interesting, though, Neons, is that it does maintain a constant level of fucked up game, even after so many operating system changes. So it basically started bad and couldn't get any worse. That's remarkable. Cheers to that, and to this game. The worst game in the world. Why did you kill the High King?
I killed Toruk to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself?
Windhelm is absolutely freezing. What do these people tolerate?
Indeed, Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude. Historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by Imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen. And they won't. Not as long as I have any say in it.
Do you want to be High King?
There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making.
There's just too many gray areas in this game. I got enough difficult decisions in real life. Why was I here? Greybeards.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
A negotiation.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
It's important, man.
Alduin, the world eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it? Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat.
Not racist. This game runs on DOS.
Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
Alrighty then. Elder Scrolls 2 did run on DOS. It's hard indeed. It's okay. I have a theory. Indeed, indeed I do. Okay, get that extra thick Reynolds wrap on, 'cause my theory is that the sitting in the chairs It was just the weirdest thing that you could sit down in a game, and I was like, okay, some point I'm gonna have to sit and it's gonna be part of the game. And it wasn't for all of Oblivion. So I think that when the developer was at software school, everybody had to learn how to make a character sit down. And he's like, I'm gonna put that in the game, and that has just screwed everything up since. It's the sit down feature. Characters in games are meant to stand up. You can see the Jarls can't even sit properly. Bing. That's wild.
Being old's not so bad. Carter keeps me fed. The working days are done.
That the NPCs decided to give the player a button for at the last minute. That makes sense.
Student at the Bard's College for a short time.
That's way better than my theory.
Vercauteren was discovered. I haven't been back to Solitude since.
Yeah, that's way better than my theory. My theory was like just balancing on a needle. That one's pretty solid.
Stay out of trouble, Imperial.
I hope this isn't trouble then.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
I remember you. You were at Helgen. Speak to Legate Ricka. I suspect we could use someone like you. I see. Then there's nothing further to discuss. If you change your mind, speak with the Legate. The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me?
Beast Council.
Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
Dragons.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
Dragons.
I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks.
Dragons.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested.
Why won't the Emperor send reinforcements?
Most of the Legion is tied down on the border with the Aldmeri Dominion. The Emperor can't afford to risk weakening Cyrodiil's defenses. From the Imperial City, our war here is just a sideshow. An interlude before the main event against the Thalmor resumes.
Okay.
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do. He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
Okay.
That's not what my scouts report, sir.
You know, I was just thinking earlier about how Fallout 4 is basically this game
College for a short time until
with the ability to make more than just your house. You can make a whole town. And it's been so long since I've played Fallout 4, there's probably a lot of stuff that's totally doable there. There's probably a lot of new things. And I see some of the stuff that people make that's like outside of the limits of stuff you're allowed to put, and I'm like, oh, okay, they're doing code stuff. Wait a minute. Ain't I supposed to... trap a dragon now? Papyrus. You use it to wipe up dog duty. Doogie duty. You use it for doogie duty.
So, you've done it.
That doesn't... That,
Men of violence are gathered
I think that
here
was gonna work.
in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table. Let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
You know, him and Esbern would be easy to switch places with. It would make that decision a lot easier.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You are not invited here. You are not welcome here.
We... As much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? Hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse or grudge. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter.
They're like, we're responsible, but then they're like, we're not responsible. I don't remember all of this. I remember punting him through time, but I don't remember this. Well, I mean, if you got the insurance payout, then it'd be worth it.
Take your seat, and we can begin.
Or if it was, you know, the right kind of aneurysm, then you'd be able to speak all kinds of languages.
Why delay? Please, take your seat so that we can begin. Take your seat.
Who's that lady?
We can begin.
Oh.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I
do. Yeah, and why are the blades here, too?
Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. Well said.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the Dragon Menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't
We're
be able
here to arrange
resist.
a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General,
I'll
this is
handle
outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely
What would the
out of
Empire
character.
want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
Insurance. Oh man, did you hear my new bit? I got a new comedy bit I wrote Thursday night about insurance. I got like 5 or 6 punches. It rolled pretty well. I'm kind of proud of it. Sniffles might have to be a death sentence. Because they don't kill me, the insurance premiums will. That's the problem, is getting premium insurance. Getting that insurance plus. Insurance plus plus. Oh no. Can you imagine the Imperials in charge of Riften? I mean, I guess it's a perfect match, considering the Thieves Guild would probably love to work with the Imperials.
The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil and threaten Ulfric's southern flank.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Show us bones. Where will these demands end?
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for
This is
your
our
butchery.
homeland, Tullius. All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? I should have known better than to expect you to give us a fair hearing. Once again, the Empire takes the blame for the crimes of others. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty and I would be recalled.
Damn Imperial arrogance.
Let's hear it.
We want Kralder removed as Jarl of Winterhold and an Imperial candidate put in his place.
What next, Tullius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn, what do you say? I knew I could count on you. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it Colovian brandy. These terms are still not acceptable.
Out with it, then.
Never mind. I can see that these are the best terms we'll get from this council. So be it. The Empire at least puts the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Layla Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. Winterhold will be turned over to the Empire, although the college itself will retain its traditional neutrality. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. These terms blatantly favor the rebels. Everyone here knows that. But the Empire will accept them until the Dragon Menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Delmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temp, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
This truth gives you it won't last.
Well, that happened. Yeah. Yeah, it was the people in Markarth. Kind of wish I had gone to all those cities before all those changes, though. I mean, there's probably a lot of, like, storyline stuff that I just screwed up. I mean, what should I be working on? Thieves Guild stuff? Assassin's Guild? Like DLC? Can I wait on all that stuff? Okay. Rubble, debris, props. Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know why you gave Ulfric so much. That murderer will never rule
Everybody's got their opinions.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
You'd better be able to deliver, Dragonborn. I sacrificed a lot here today.
Do you need something? That's all.
You'd better be able to deliver, Dragonborn. You'd better be able to deliver, Dragonborn. I sacrificed a lot here today.
I don't know why you gave Ulfric so much. That murderer will never rule Skyrim.
Yeah, I'm kind of like
You'd better
excited to do the Morrowind mini.
I sacrificed a lot here today.
A lot of this game is reflected in Morrowind, like the street signs and the way the music changes a little bit when you start a battle and then it changes back. There's a lot of Morrowindiness. All right. So, we could do the Dawn Guard stuff, and then we'd have a new follower. I think. If I remember right. Let's do that. There's too much dragon stuff all at once. Dragon. Kind of dragging my ass on the dragon part. Have started filling out the... Oh, wow. She added stuff. Ah, no. Okay, it's still there. I was like, oh no, she knocked our giant ruby off. Gotta have this over here. And this one goes... Whatever. Okay, so she adds stuff slowly. Got it. Got it. I'm learning. Amber looks good with emerald. Yeah. Oh, I can't think of it right now. I've got some South American amber. It's a blue amber. So when the light's going like this, it's blue, and when the light's like this, it's amber. And it looks really good with some chrome dioxide, which is what that emerald looks more like. Real Colombian emerald kind of looks like a neon green. It's a weird, and not like an electric neon green. Okay, yeah, we got a pretty good pile going on. It's piling up. What do I do with all the sticks? Yeah, I got stuff in here and it just gets knocked around. Get an armored troll and a husky. Castle, you get vampire powers. Either way, you get a crossbow. I was thinking those bolts came in handy. If you get like the dwarven bolts. Like, can I display the sticks if I do the armory? Storage trophy room? Trophy room probably, right? I don't know. Leaving that option open. Isn't there a couple more houses we can build too? Gotta finish working on this one. At least there's no cliff racers. Sheesh.
Oh, hey there. You here to join the Dawn Guard too? Truth is, I've never been anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess. You've probably killed lots of vampires, huh? I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. I'm not sure he'll take me. I hope so. I heard what's going on. The vampires, the Dawn Guard, all of it. I wanted to help, so here I am. That must be it. Fort Dawn Guard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
Fort Dawn Hard.
Where is everybody? This place looks almost deserted.
Yeah, this fort make my dong heart. Hey, yeah. Waiting for her. I didn't really mean it was a joke. Now he's afraid to run in front of me. There's not much to fear, buddy. Trust me. Oh, the head crossbow. Does it follow under archery? Probably, huh? Archery.
New recruits. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than
Regular, okay.
And now you want to come running to safety with the dog.
Two other ones.
Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that full Dawn Guard is a crumbling ruin. Not working.
Okay, can't go back. Huh.
And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Carset is dead. The hall of the
6 people. How do you keep a fort running like that? I mean, there's wood to chop, fire cauldrons to exchange.
I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
I'm definitely not a vampire.
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well.
And you're depressed about it?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You Vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Phuong boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendarr Preserver. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawn Guard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
a crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there.
Oh, I bet. Okay. If you're already a vampire and you show up, does he help? Like, does he offer to, like, cure
Your
you?
son found something for you to do, eh? Study. Good luck.
Is he like, oh, we can help you with that? Or is he like, you're gonna die? And all that kind of stuff. Don't we go, like, over here? We're on the bottom of the hill.
All grew up in the pain.
See, vampires, perfect opportunity for your fire sticks.
Mara, protect us both. Running out of room, eh?
Make sure they're
Glad to
charged.
help.
I thought that they didn't use the charge of things, but next thing I know, some of the stuff he's using was completely drained.
I'm ready. Let's continue.
These vigilants never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well, though. Jet on and press off when no match for him.
Ha! These two deserve what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
Oh, that's the guy. He shouldn't have came in here without us. Sheesh. On an island. Oh, it's in the north, okay. Drain heart. Sword? I don't know what it is.
Mara, protect us both. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
I figure there's gotta be all kinds of new things. Oh, 15 points of stamina. It's something from the forge. It's a ghost blade or something.
I'm ready. Let's continue.
Alright, what am I missing? Stairs. Daft. Should I be crossbowing it up? Is it worth my time? Let me give them to this guy.
Mara, protect us both. Learning how to room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
Oh, he's got glass armor though, isn't that better? Yeah, he's good as he is.
Continue.
Whoops. That was the wrong one. I thought I was yelling fire. Whoops.
What was that?
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendar is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigilant. And I don't think you even know what you found here. So go and meet your beloved Stendar.
Are you sure that was wise, Lokio? He still might have told us something. We haven't gotten anywhere ourselves with
nothing. He served his purpose by leading us to this place. Now it is up to us to bring Harkon the prize. And we will not return without it. Vingalmo and Warfield will make way.
Yes, of course, Lokio. Do not forget who brought you news of the Vigilance discovery.
I never forget who my friends are. Or my enemies.
Impressive. Damn impressive.
Being stuck listening to the radio the past 3 days has taught me that I am really picky about music. I keep catching myself listening to things I'd never normally play. I can understand that. Bows are better than crossbows. Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. I was trying to equate the experience with using a cassette tape to trying to find just the right spot on a podcast or a playlist where you're like just trying to get it to just the right, but it was the same thing using a cassette tape to try and get it to just the right song. And then all the car radios had that record feature. You could record cassette tapes in the car. What? Yeah, that was a thing. It was a thing in reality. It existed. Oh. So much for that idea. Okay. Yep. What is up?
What a marvel of engineering. The ancient Nords were ingenious builders.
I'll take that as a compliment. You know, an inadvertent one, because you're listening to the game, but I mean, it's, you know. The jokes. That's what I'm really trying to cash in on. Now I just gotta tell some. Oh yeah, my insurance bit. I don't know if you heard that or not. I don't remember it though, that's the sucky part. Because it was something about, you know, people saying, somebody asked me, you know, you're poor, Jacob, you're poor, but you do construction, what kind of insurance do you have? And I'm like, I don't know, cautionary? Because, see, I don't have insurance on purpose. It's a strategy, you know, it's deliberate. That way, if I go to the doctor, they don't try to upsell me on anything. And I did actually get some insurance. I got a part-time job, so now I have part-time insurance. But it only works on part-time doctors. And so I go to the part-time doctor and he says, I can't eat any red meat. I said, that's okay, I cook it till it's brown. And he says, yeah, I really didn't want to go to the doctor anyway, but as they say, 2 brains are better than mine. So he says, I need to see a proctologist. And I'm like, oh man, that's nice, because I lost some keys the other day. Hopefully you can help me out. And he said I need to stop procrastinating and start going to the gym. And that's when my friend said, yeah, I keep telling him to stop skipping leg day. I said, you need to start skipping lip day. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who I'm supposed to say said it, but I think if I say girlfriend, so then, no, I should say date. That would be funny. My date said, I keep telling him to stop skipping leg day. I said, you need to stop skipping lip day. So now I'm single again, and I think I'm gonna go sit in the Lost and Found. And you can find me on OnlyFans at Lollygagging. Something like that. Basically. So, something, I don't know, there's a couple more punches in there. But there's another bit. Short bit. It was, just a bar.
There's something out there. Now you're bloody.
Hey, I wanted to chat. Talk. Chatty chat chat. Talkity talk talk. No. Oh man. What were you saying? I think she was saying, no. At least that's what I heard.
These poor souls, suffering in eternal servitude.
Yeep. Why wouldn't you use a fake hand? I want to step out of the thing, man. You... I don't want to push that button again, that's for sure. Yep. I think it is, but I'm all tapped out. I'm dehydrated. It's thick. Gotta get a lick in. I'm hypoglycemic. Wacka wacka. I guess we gotta be systematic about it. Twist it, lead on it. I think that's what she said.
These poor souls, suffering eternal servitude.
Wait, that was, okay. Probably gotta be in the right order. What? Didn't really help. Oh, hey. What's up, mystery lady?
Who sent you here?
Do you have an OnlyFans? Just asking for the person who sent me here.
I was expecting someone like me, at least.
Oh.
Can't you tell just from looking at me? A vampire.
Why were you locked away?
That's complicated. And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you. But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family's home.
Give me that Elder Scroll. You don't need that shit.
to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
Okay. Give me that Elder Scroll.
Yes, it is. And it's mine.
Why do you have one?
It's complicated. I can't really talk about it. I'm sorry.
Let's see. How do we get out of here?
Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from when I was locked away.
You should see the Elder Scroll in my pants. Aaron didn't like that one. Like, good one, bro. He gave me that insta thumbs up. Just like that ultra flip of the shoulder thumbs up. So, what are you doing Saturday?
It's on an island near Solitude. Hopefully we can find a boat to take us there. It's my family home. Not the most welcoming place, but depending on who's around, I'll be safe there.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say that my mother and father had a bit of a falling out. Don't worry, I'm not in any danger or anything like that. It'll just be more unpleasant to run into my father.
Alright, how long were you in there? Like, please say at least 21 years.
Good question. Hard to say.
So wrong.
I can't really tell. I feel like it was a long time.
I should
Who is
say like
Skyrim's High King?
31. There's a war.
Wonderful. A war of succession. Good to know the world didn't get boring while I was gone. Who are the contenders? Empire? What empire? Cyrodiil is the seat of an empire? I must have been gone longer than I thought. Definitely longer than we planned. Please, let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happening.
Alright, so how long is that? Before the Septums? 1,000 years? Yeah, she's definitely emo. I can tell by the necklace. Okay, why were you locked away?
I'd rather not get into that with you, if that's all right.
All right.
I'm sorry, it's not that... It's just that I don't know who I can trust yet. Let's get to my home, and I'll have a better sense of where we all stand.
Alright, I'm gonna give you stuff.
I think I'll hang on to my things, thank you.
Aw. Anyways.
This place must be cleansed. These Draugr were once living beings. They deserve better.
I can do that too. Now give me your gemstones. Alright, I can't see anything. tiny little tunnel that leads out to... Oh. Get him, vampire lady. I think it taught him.
Did you hear something?
I heard you talking. Alright, who's hollering? You? Gotcha.
Who's there?
Oh, there it is.
This place. Horrid.
Well, that was cool. Big old arena. There we go. It's like there's gotta be a chest. I gotta do the gems of Baron Zaya so I start getting more gemstones, huh?
It's so good to breathe again. Even in this weather, it's better than the cave. I'm no fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
So, 3 eras in a couple of 100 years. 4,200 years. Okay, she is definitely old enough to ask out on a date. But I'm gonna bide my time. She's not interested yet. But she'll see how good of a guy we are. She'll be like, hey, are you single? Oh, he dodged it. Dodge that. Oh shoot, we're going way over here, huh? What's over there? Labyrinthian? It was in the very first Elder Scrolls game. I have been. they refilled everything. That's cool. I wonder if that's better than the one that we have. That one's 30%. That one's 30% also. That one's light armor though. It's heavy armor. Woo her with the length of your longsword, or the breadth of your broadsword.
I grew up in the Pale. This land was my home for most of my life. And for a Donner, that's quite a statement, I assure you.
I assure you, dear Serana, if you ever need me, I will be your sledgehammer.
I'm okay with the dark. I expect more than my share of time in caves already.
I don't know if that was a promising statement or a not promising statement, but at this point I'll take it. Spent enough time in caves, so she's freaky. I thought we were going in there. Oh, it's a different place. Well then. Yeah, I haven't been down along that cliffside, have I? And I don't really know how. Except for taking the manual way down. Skiing style. Ooh, we should get a GoPro. That's an orc longhouse, right? Oh, elven stuff. Oh, they're both alive. She's stuck behind the elite. I gotta drop him back off Almon.
Okay, so before we go in there,
Yes?
I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Uh-oh. I should probably have gone to that whatcha-thing, huh? Let's see.
This must be...
Okay. I forgot to go to that shrine, whatever it was. Might be too late. There. I should probably play the first game. I know it's gonna be rough graphically, but it's probably kind of like Doom. I played that before. Did he try to tickle me? Cute kitty. Cute little kitty cat. Oh, she wants to talk down here.
Hey, so before we go in there,
Yeah, what's up?
I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead. So, this is the place. This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about. Ready to go in? This is it. Home sweet castle. It's something, all right.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes. My lord, everyone! Serana has returned!
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it. My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course.
She has the scroll.
Delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
Destroyer of dragons and other... I don't know. Come up with something cool.
I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are.
Administrator, destroyer of chip bags.
Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most. I was about to suggest that very thing. Yes, you must certainly deserve a reward. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach and you will never fear death again. Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice. So be it. You are prey, like all mortals. I banish you.
Yeah?
Never should have come here.
Ran off, I suppose. Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting. We'll have to step up our defenses. I don't suppose you have some good news for me. Of course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine. Tell me what you know. A woman trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she? And so you delivered her to them. They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll? I suppose you're lucky you're not dead. Or worse, one of them. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle. Well, of course we do. I'm old, not stupid. We're just going to need some help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but there are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance. Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the Order. We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet. Might need a little convincing, but she should. You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear. Last I knew he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan. Stay alert. Find Serene and Gunmar. And maybe we can do something with this behind Serene and Gunn.
You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims. Ithran needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with? Vampires? Well, that might change things. Tell me more about what's going on. By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Ithran expects of me. Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Ithran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume. Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there.
Time for a break. Reconvening in about 3 hours.